Only Nintendo could shadow drop a console trailer at like 8 in the morning Eastern Standard Time and just kind of just shrug it off like, yeah, whatever, we're doing a thing. So the Nintendo Switch has been a wonderful system. It's almost 10 years old, and we're long overdue for a Nintendo Switch 2. Right now, just from the look of it, it looks beautiful. I try to keep away from most of the rumor stuff because a lot of it's just clickbait. So I'm really happy that we have something official now, and that it seems like a lot of those rumors were actually right. The Joy-Cons are bigger. These little things around the nub, I like the coloring a lot. These things around the joysticks, supposedly, maybe they help with Joy-Con drift, but I also heard that they might be, if you want to use them as like a mouse peripheral sort of thing. Buttons look great per usual. The bumpers look bigger, which is nice. It looks almost like they have like the strap already on them. Yeah. So the bumpers are bigger than before, and it looks like these just snap right into place magnetically, which is really slick. Look at that. It is such a slick looking system. It's bigger, it's faster, it's stronger. It's essentially the first member of the DK crew, even though it's the second member of the Switch crew. And we love to see it, long overdue. Mario Kart 9 looks peak, it looks awesome. It looks almost like they're going back to sort of N64 render a little bit with the Mario design. His eyes are closer together, his nose is bulbous. You love to see it. DK, there's been a lot of talk about DK. I don't mind different skins, that's awesome. This is wild right here. This right here is wild. The fact that you can go back and play your old Switch 1 games on your Switch 2 backwards compatibility is huge, 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 huge. That means the Switch 2 already has a massive library coming in. And of course people are working for stuff on it, duh. But it has a huge arsenal already coming in. And it could even drag digital, so it means they're going to keep their eShop, or whatever they call it now. They're going to keep their virtual console games, their online service. So here's hoping that they improve on it a lot more than it's been, because that's kind of been an area that Nintendo's been lacking in for a long time, is the online space. But with this now, they don't have to start over again like they did Wii to Wii U and then Wii U to Switch. Now they can just carry on what they did from the Switch and carry it into the Switch 2. So this is huge right here. This is huge. The Direct is going to be April 2nd, 2025. That's not the launch date, I don't think. It's just the Direct on the Nintendo Switch, which is, you know, it's something to look forward to. We know it's coming. Oh yeah, so they're going to have hands-on things around the world. Let's go back a little bit here. Let's look at this Mario Kart footage. This is so sick. Let's look at these buttons, actually. So we have everything from before. Snap it together. It's so slick. Look at this. Beautiful. So we have everything we had before on this side. Screenshot button, maybe video sharing button. C buttons as a D-pad. That's fine. Select, start, A, B, X, Y sticks that we're used to. Oh, I don't know what the little thing around it. I read it might be for if you wanted to use like a mouse or something. It might also be for helping the joysticks maybe keep their place and not drift as bad. I really don't know. Home button, and then there's something here too. A little something extra here that I saw some people mention is a C button, but I didn't really get too far into the rumor mill. I tried to stay away from a lot of it because again, it's mostly just clickbait. But it could very well be, from what I read, some sort of like Miiverse sort of thing or social media interaction thing, which would be really, it'd be awesome. We'd love to see that. Miiverse was very, very fun. Nintendo Switch 2, that's all there needs to be, man. All you need to do is make a Nintendo Switch, make it like 3 times stronger, 3 to 4 times stronger, and you're good to go. The Nintendo Switch is already a wonderful design. Make it more durable, make it bigger, that's fine, and make it 3 to 4 times as strong, so that we can have 1080p 60 FPS consistently. I'm a PC guy on a budget, so I do PC Nintendo. I've always had either PlayStation Nintendo, Xbox Nintendo, I've always Sega Nintendo. I've always had something with my Nintendo. And when around 2006 hit, 2007, I had an Xbox 360 that died like 3 times, and I just went PC. And I kind of haven't gone back. You know, there's really not a lot of first parties on the other systems that are worth necessarily getting. And I'm not a big graphics snob anyway. Obviously, I play Super Mario 64 all the time in the mods, so I'm not like a huge graphics snob. But something that Nintendo really needs to hunker down on is getting 1080p, 60 FPS, bare minimum. People want to push 4K, that's fine. I don't think the developers are ready for 4K. I don't think most people have 4K TVs. I think most people have 1080p TVs. 4K, I think in maybe 8 years, like next gen, will be have better tools for working around 4K. But I remember the jump to 3D, from 2D to 3D, was huge, and it took developers way longer than they thought to get out 3D games. I remember from N64 to GameCube or PS1 to PS2, the graphic fidelity jump was huge, and it took them forever to get games out. And then I remember the jump to HD, which took them developers forever to figure out, especially Nintendo. When Nintendo went from Wii to Wii U, their developers didn't know how to handle the jump to HD as well as they should have. And my fear is that in the industry, it's happening again with 4K. That developers really aren't ready. They don't know yet how to fully harness the power of 4K. So it's not something that is worth investing in right now, because it's just too expensive. You know, this could be a wrong take. This is just my thoughts. But if you're going to invest in 4K, it's going to be a lot of work and a lot of money. And the system to do it is going to cost $600, $700. So if the Nintendo Switch 2 can be like 3 times stronger than the Switch, get 1080p, 60 FPS consistent, like a PS4 Pro kind of power and portable, that would be insanity. That would be really perfect. And if they could sell it for like $399, that would be phenomenal. That would be absolutely fantastic. I'd prefer a terabyte storage card on it, but in all actuality, it's probably going to be something really small because it's Nintendo. You might get 512 gigs. But I think the Nintendo Switch, the original Switch, can get up to 2 terabytes of SD card storage, micro SD card storage. So that could be something you purchase at a later date. And Nintendo games really aren't storage heavy anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And also, they come with Switch cartridges, which are way more portable and way easier to get around. For me, whenever I get console games, I prefer to do it physically. When I do PC stuff, of course, I do it digitally. But as far as consoles go, physical is king, because you actually own the product. You could resell it if you want, and you could always get it digitally as well, which is my favorite. Like, one of my favorite things was when Blizzard they first started Battle.net, and you could hook your Warcraft 3 up to your account. So I had the old discs and I had a download of it. That to me was is perfect. But the disc was an actual game, not just a digital, basically a digital code. It was the actual game was on the disc, so you still owned it. You had something that was yours, that you can make decisions on how you want to go about it. So this is phenomenal. I'm excited to delve into the specs of it. I'm excited to hear about it. And before I get too carried away, let's look at a little bit of footage here of the new Mario Kart. Dock sleek, you'd love to see it. Put it on that TV. It's possible that the Switch might be able to upscale to 4K, because the PS4 Pro could. It looks like for sure they're expanding out on the maps of Mario Kart. This almost looks like an adventure mode of some kind, like Diddy Kong Racing had, but even more so, like, not Forza. Forza might be a bit of a stretch, but this looks like an actual adventure mode in Mario Kart. There's a gas station here. These things, there's traffic going on. The whole track is expanded out on each side, but it's a straight road. So this looks like a possible adventure mode for Mario Kart 9, which is a really interesting direction to go. We love seeing the advertising, Yoshi's gas station or Yoshi's whatever this is, fast food restaurant. Yeah, maybe it is a fast food. You see the drive-thru over here. Look at this. A straight road. This might not be necessarily a race. I don't see any item boxes. This could very well be an adventure mode, or it could just be the intro. Oh yeah, is that a hamburger bun? Yoshi King. Big Yoshi. So we saw this. This is great. If they could even upscale, if they could figure out to upscale old games, that'd be killer. I'm not fully expecting it, but it'd be really nice to see it. It would also be nice to see if they could release games on both consoles at first, kind of like the PS4 did with PS5, and then the new ones could just up. For example, you know, the Mario and Luigi game that came out, Brothership, is a really good game. It's fine. It's a little bit long-winded, but there are frame rate issues. The Princess Peach adventure game, there are frame rate issues, massive frame rate issues, and it'd be nice if the Switch 2 fixed that, you know, remedied it, and you could get like your Metroid Prime on both consoles, but it might be 30 FPS on Switch 1, 60 FPS 1080p on Switch 2. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with the Switch 2, how they harness the power of it, because I'm assuming it's going to be 3 times as strong as the Switch. I'm hoping anyway, or else it'll kind of be a bust. Was there anything we missed? Let's look around. Power, volume, headphone jack, let's go. Hashtag team headphones. This is such a slick design. This is so cool. This is so hip, dude. This is such a slick design. I wonder if the screen is going to be 1080. It might not be. It looks, maybe it'll be OLED. Oh no, it doesn't look like it's OLED. But again, I'm looking at it from a computer screen, so I could very well be wrong. Let's look here for a second. This Mario design is really, really nice. Luigi design looks kind of similar to it. The eyes are a bit closer together. Bowser looks like Bowser. Everybody else looks like everybody else. The DK design is what a lot of people are talking about right now. This DK design is reminiscent of the movie, the Mario movie, which kind of makes sense because the DK was basically the DK Island was all about making the Mario Karts. I can't see it very well, but it could very well be Donkey Kong Jr. And Donkey Kong Jr. is just massive also, you know what I mean? It could also be an alternative skin, like they have Tanuki Mario, Metal Mario, Pink Gold Peach or whatever. You know, Link had some outfits. I think moving forward after Mario Kart Tour, because Mario Kart Tour had tons of costumes and it was actually really cool. I think moving forward, Nintendo might be implementing costumes to their games. First of all, it's easy microtransaction stuff, right? Like they did with Smash Bros. But also it's kind of a no-brainer. They did it in Mario Kart Tour. They did it in the last 2 Smash Bros. And in Smash Ultimate, you know, they did it with their characters like Mario with the wedding outfit and the Builder Mario. A lot of characters, not a lot, but most characters had alternative costumes within their colors, their color, you know, selection. So it wouldn't be far-fetched for them to do it for Mario Kart 9, especially if they were going all out. I think they should, since it's coming out after Tour and they did it for Tour. So I'm not too worried about losing the original rare. That is the original Donkey Kong. Oh no, that's DK. Yeah, there's no shirt on that guy. Looks like there's a tie right there. I'm not too worried about losing the rare design of DK. I don't think Nintendo would do that, especially because they just released Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, which had that design. I think it would be very unwise for them to just abandon that, because that is an identity for Donkey Kong. More people recognize DK as the rare creation, or the rare icon, than the original Nintendo one. So yeah, they probably have both. I'm not too worried about it. You don't see Bowser with his movie design. You don't see Mario with his movie design. You don't see Peach with her movie design. Thankfully, because they're okay, but I prefer these. This looks closer to like their artwork, and maybe that's why they did it. You know, some of the DK official artwork, some of it looks like the rare design, but they also kind of play with the more rounded features that Miyamoto did, you know, initially. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not too worried about it. I think it'll just be an alternate skin, or this will just be Donkey Kong Jr. that, like, you know, is older, I guess. I'm not worried about it. Was that an item box right there? Right here. What's this? This might be like a little collectible or something. Maybe a collectible for a story mode. Again, this could just be the cutscene. This might just be the intro, and I'm just wrong. But yeah, this looks like maybe an item box. It looks kind of gold though, kind of goldish. And I don't remember any item boxes being like that. Maybe it's a collectible for a single player mode. 2025. Love to see it. Again, this is hit. So here's hoping that Nintendo has some power in this system. It's at a good price point. It looks like a lot of the things from the Switch are going to carry through, which is exactly what they need. It's exactly what they need. And that they have some really awesome first-party titles coming down the pike. We need a new 3D Mario. It's been a while. Odyssey was the last one. And it was phenomenal, but it's been a while. We need, of course, Mario Kart's coming, which is great. I'd like a new Donkey Kong Country, but I don't think that's coming because the HD one. Metroid, they have a lot of things in the works right now that we're excited to see. Hopefully on launch day, they'll be ready. Because that'd be stellar. That'd be killer. Or shortly after launch day, like Odyssey was like 6 months after launch. I would like to see a traditional 3D Zelda. It'd be nice to see Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask in HD, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. It'd be really nice. But it'd be nice to see a Zelda game that actually has the traditional elements in the world of it, like Breath of the Wild. I feel like Tears of the Kingdom wasn't really worth the 6-year wait. I enjoyed Breath of the Wild a lot. I expected more out of Tears of the Kingdom. I want to go back towards tradition now with The Legend of Zelda, so I'm hoping that we can get some of that. And it's been a couple years since when the Switch launches. It have been a couple years since Tears of the Kingdom, so it's very possible that Nintendo, their team has been working on something for the Switch too. It might not launch, but it might come out within the first year, which would be very good. Alright, I think I've rambled on enough. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Feel free to leave your comments down below about what you think. I could be wrong. Obviously, this is all just speculation. But I am happy to see this. I'm happy to see that the Switch 2 has been confirmed and announced, and that we have something to look forward to in the world of Nintendo. It's an exciting time to be a Nintendo fan and a gaming fan in general. Again, I do most of my stuff on PC. Granted, most of the stuff I do on PC is, you know, ROM hacks and that sort of thing. So, you know, that is what it is. But it's exciting to see Nintendo sort of take the next step forward. And we hope for nothing but the best. It's exciting. All right. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Feel free. And you can always subscribe for more gaming content. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one, all right? Bye.